What's going on, everybody? John B here. This is a little story about something that happened to me at a physical therapy center when I was first injured. I was at therapy during the day. I had my halo on still at the time, so with a halo you can't move your head left or right, and it goes from like the stomach up to your head, you know, bolted together. And went through all my therapy, went back to my room, and dinner time came around, so they brought all the trays to people's rooms. And ate my dinner, and being a quadriplegic, I stay cold all the time, so I decided to go out in the hallway to sit in the sun where the big windows were at. And you gotta understand, it's a hospital, so the hallways are gotta be at least 10, 12 foot wide. And so I was out there with a friend talking, and needed to do a weight shift, so I laid back to do my weight shift. While I'm laid back, you know, I'm the only person besides my friend in the hallway, and other people walking up and down it. But I hear something coming to my right, and I asked her, I said, "What's that?" And she goes, "Oh, it's the lady with the food cart." And I was like, "All right." So we got this big old hallway. I'm laid there, spinal cord center and all that, therapy center. And so I'm laid back in my chair, and the cart keeps getting closer and closer. You can hear the little tires wobbling. And, you know, I said, "Is she getting over?" She goes, "No, not yet." And so I was like, all right. Well, next thing I know, she rams into the side of my chair, and all the trays from the food cart come off of it, land on me. Got Salisbury steak and gravy, lima beans, cream corn, cornbread, and pudding, and all that, just all over my body from head to toe. And the lady come around to see what happened. I'm just like freaking out because, you know, with a halo on, you don't get a shower. And so I got all this food all over me that people have already eaten. And she came around, picked the trays up off of me and off the floor, put them back on the tray cart, and just left. No apology or anything. And so I'm sitting here like, what am I to do? And so I go back to my room, start going back to my room, and I had to pass the nurse's station, and they see me looking the way I look with food all over me, and they're like, "What have you done?" And I told them what happened. And so the lady, my nurse, came to my room to help clean me up, and as we were talking about it, and she's like, she didn't even apologize or say anything. I said, "Nah, not a word. Just, you know, I was in the way. I was in the hallway, and she didn't see me." So anyhow, one of the other nurses went down to the cafeteria and found her and had a talk with her, and she admitted that she hit me and that she didn't say she was sorry or anything. So the nurse made her come there and tell me that she was sorry. And you could tell it wasn't heartfelt, "I'm sorry," or, you know, all that. But the nurse like, "Look, he don't get a shower until he gets his halo taken off, and that's not for another 2 weeks maybe." So she's like, "Well, I'm sorry," and then she walked out of the room. So for the next 2 weeks, pretty much, I had to, I felt kind of icky because I was already feeling greasy and dirty from having a halo on for a few weeks. But then to have food on top of me, I was like, "Oh, no, this isn't good." So every day I, you know, felt nasty. And so finally when I got my first shower, it was like a godsend. You know, I felt clean for a change and got to shave and all that. But yeah, it was nice. So if you're ever in a therapy center doing a weight shift, or even if you're not doing a weight shift, if you see the lady with the food cart coming, just get out of the way, because most likely she won't move. But hopefully you like the story, and I'll see you on the next video. God bless, and see you.